Hi guys, it's Erin from Ginger's Florals. It's a beautiful afternoon today, and I wanted to take you guys on a farm tour, our October farm and garden tour. It's going to be gorgeous for the next few days, but we're headed out of town, and when we get back, it's going to be rainy. So I wanted to capture it before we get back, or before we get back into the rain. Okay, so I wanted to start up here, up front, and then we'll work our way around back to the fields. Just wanted to give you a quick look. There's been some work done. There's still more to do, obviously, but the geraniums are looking pretty good. The peonies have all been cut back. Still need to get after the black-eyed Susans, but it's so hard for me to cut them back when they look that good. But yeah, the garden's a whole lot emptier with all the peony foliage. Everything's just been cut back and it looks really good. Oh, the crabapple I wanted to show you. They have great big, beautiful crabapples. So exciting. I love that. And then quick look at our pots up front. They're all looking pretty good. Oh, detour. These little guys, in front of one of our weeping blue blue spruces up front, in front of the shed, were a bunch of seedlings that had popped up down there. So John dug them up and planted them, and we'll see what we get. I think this one is a balsam fir, but they all look a little different. Back here, oh, isn't that beautiful? Sorry, I'm making shadows, but the mums look really good. The cabbages are doing good. Amazingly, we still have blooms on our phlox. I still never found any pansies or anything, but I'll keep looking. All these guys look really good. I like the mums. Need to start deadheading them though. Yeah, all this stuff is looking pretty healthy. I think the eucalyptus, man, it really loved being repotted. I think it's going to live on our front porch this winter. It should be hardy to our zone, but I'll protect it up there a little more and see how it does. This is the blue spruce that they were all those little seedlings were sitting in front of. I don't know if they're going to be the same tree, but this one sure is beautiful. The veggie garden, there's not a whole lot going on in there, same as always. We did end up getting a decent amount of tomatoes. Soon I need to do some cleanup on all the Irish back there. They're looking mostly pretty happy, but I need to lift some so they're not in the ground, buried too deeply, so they'll bloom. I did just want to show you this though. Look at that artichoke. How beautiful. This was John's prized possession this garden season. I love it. So good. We did a serious hackback on that fig tree late last year, and it came back really healthy. It had a big branch that broke off, so it needed it, but it looks good now. Just a quick wander through this little garden, and then I want to head over to the bedroom garden because there's been some progress over there. Oh, all these sedum. Aren't they just the best this time of year? And amazingly, we still have blooms on this hydrangea. This guy's been here for so long. Since we moved in, basically 13 years ago. I think we have a different plan maybe for this trumpet vine next year. It's getting a little crazy. Look at these invasion of the body snatchers pods. I think we might cut it back real hard and force it to grow back again. Harder than we normally do. It's a beast. Now this garden has been through some changes. John came to work in here. He cut back the peonies. He's working on weeding everything. These two, this echinacea and that one, I need to move them. This is not the right spot for them. Look at that color. But look at that. These beds, just need to weed them out, get a bunch of compost in here, and they are ready for tulips. I am ready for tulips. They should be here in the next couple weeks. And every bit of it is going to go in here. It's so exciting. It's been such a mess for so long. Oh, thanks, John. Had a real quick trip through the St. Francis garden. It's looking pretty good too. Did some deadheading. Look at all these echinacea. Man, these are the best flower for the late season. One of my favorite perennials. This one's getting chewed on. We started all these from seed this winter. Look at those iris. Those are some really happy stems. And then back here, I think this sedum's getting way too much water. Just need to cut it back. Probably, I do need to dig out this Dusty Miller from this end because it just doesn't work. All the annuals can come out. This poor Dusty Miller hedge needs to get chopped back. In general, everything just needs a little deadheading, but it's looking pretty good. We are fighting moles. They're making little mounds all over the place. I have some plans for how to try and combat that. This is so pretty. I love this one, especially this little part of the bed, because it's so full. I need all of the gardens to be that full. It's really good for weed suppression. Okay, so yep, all these look pretty good. They need to be cut back. Look at all the bug-eaten holes. I kind of quit with the bug and slug when it got later in the season, and that did it. And our volunteer nasturtium. Look at these hellebores. They're happy. All of this looks really good. We're going to come in here very soon and plant a whole bunch of bulbs. Very soon. A little blue spruce. And then just the overall look of this garden makes me happy. Oh, how beautiful is that? I come out here every afternoon and evening and sit out here when I get home from work. Okay, let's head towards the fields. We have a quick update on the ranunculus we planted together. These are looking really good. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. They're so happy. All the way down. Every one of them is looking real healthy. Still moles here too. And I do need to come in with wood chips. I need to weed all of this. You can see all the little baby seedlings that are trying to pop up. It's been wet and chilly and then warm, so a lot of these things are just coming back to life. In those last couple of beds, we're going to put the anemone in here soon. Hi, Izzy. Quick stop by the cottage garden, and then we'll head to the field. I keep saying that, I know. This garden's in the same condition as most of the others, just needs cleanup, fall cleanup, and we'll work on that as we have time. Oh, these blueberries have some of the best fall color. Oh, aren't they amazing? Oh, speaking of fall color, I'll put up some pictures if they're not still there. But the maple trees over here that we planted, man, they've really come into their own. Look at that red. So beautiful. That one, there's one back in the back that was flame orange just a few days ago. And then the one right behind the red is turning yellow. Oh, they're just amazing. I can't wait. We planted all those trees within the last couple of years. So give it another 5-6 years. They should be huge and glorious. Can't wait. So yeah, all of this just needs to be cleaned up. I'm surprised that we still have blooms on some of these things. They've been so neglected. The little geraniums, hardy geraniums. And this Daphne, the blueberries. Look at the rose. Oh, just amazing. I think I'm going to do a real hard prune on that honeysuckle this season and let it come back strong next year. But look at these. This lace cap hydrangea. I don't know the variety, but I love it. This fall color, it's white all season and then it turns this deep Merlot color. Oh, isn't it great? Okay, now we'll head to the field. Everything over here is pretty close to the same. The crabapple tree is looking really, really good. It's covered in crab apples, just like the other one. Look at that. This whole thing is absolutely covered. Not surprising, it was full of blooms this spring. Everything in here is looking pretty happy. Some of it could stand to be cut back, but I love it. This still needs compost. Haven't got there. We will. And this guy, our tiger eye sumac, it was also a crazy bright color. I'll try to find a picture just a few days ago. So that right there alone is probably the best reason to grow this plant. Though I think it likes to run, so fair warning. Same with the wisteria. Oh, look in here. It's looking good. Got some of the peonies cut back in here, mostly not though, not yet. All these perennials, I think these two beds up front are going to get taken down and redone next season. They're all just a bunch of herbs. There's a few perennials, but I can dig them up and move them. The echinaceas and the yarrow. All of these, they're all just getting ready to go to sleep for the season. Most things, I did a mini tour the other day when I was sowing seeds on this little patch, which I need to get some water down on. But the gist of it is that pretty much everything in here except for a few rows can be taken down. This one I'm waiting on, still using that foliage. The scented geraniums here and the eucalyptus. Just got to dig a couple of these plants up and that can go. This row's done. This row has been done for months and I just haven't gotten around to doing anything about it. The dahlias, they're going to stay put. Look at those guys. Oh, just the best. Now that it's not raining on them, they're much happier. Oh. I love this part of the field right now. So the dahlias will stay put, but the zinnias are going to go. I've said a couple times I'm going to come out and cut a few seed heads so that we can try something I've never done. I've never saved seeds from a zinnia, so we're going to give it a go and see what we can get for next year. Oh, they're still pretty though. The ones that are still going, I love them. That's the Queenie Lemon. Oh, this can all go. The black-eyed Susans are looking a little worse for wear, even if there are some fresh buds coming. All this. I do want to cut a bunch of stems out of the straw flowers before they go away. They're still pretty happy. They don't mind the cooler temperatures. This guy, this row, these are done. I can cut a few stems out of the status to dry and the gomphrena down there, but most of this is done. And the last little bit, these zinnias really did well. Being sown so late, not getting that sunshine and heat anymore. And the flowering kale. This I will definitely do again. I'll do it better next year. At least that's the goal. I need to stake them. I need them to be netted early. Man, look at that. Isn't that just so good? I need them to be netted so they don't flop on the ground. You can see here how it just fell over, so there's no real stem length. I need to be good about the bug and slug killer. And yeah, I think they're gorgeous. It's so good. Oh, cosmos are looking pretty good too. They're pretty. And then this last little shade garden, everything, well, the hostas are done. They need to be cut back. But the hellebore are huge. These guys are great big plants. And the brunnera, astilbe, everything in here looks pretty happy. Aside, of course, from the hostas. But they're okay. They were looking real good up until recently. I think the field down at this end gets a few degrees cooler than it does up by the house. So if there's anything close to a frost, it's going to hit down here first. It just kind of settles down in here. There'll be fog down here when there isn't anywhere else. And these flowers feel it. So I'm assuming that's why the hostas are looking the way they are. Okay guys, I think that's going to do it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing the fall garden, the progress that we're making to get everything started to clean up. John's been hard at it while I've been at my regular day job. But all this stuff will come very soon. I still have some work to do in the dahlia beds. I really need to finish with labeling everything, because to be honest, from now until Thanksgiving we could have a frost anytime. I don't see anything in the next 10 days on the forecast, but you never know. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed this. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up, hit the subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.